Hi all, in this video we are going to discuss about real user monitoring, that is called RUM. RUM is so far what we have done, so we created a cluster. So inside the cluster there is worker nodes, okay. So worker node 1 and worker node 2 we have, okay. Inside that we created a namespace. Inside the namespace what we did, we deployed our pods, okay, or deployments, okay. So different container or pod, whatever we could say that. So each and every pods will be taking responsibility of one separate services, okay, microservices. So all these microservices join together, we create easy trade application, easy trade, okay. So this is what our project which we did just now. So what happened? So here inside that you are installing one more pod or one more deployment called that is in different this one, correct, namespace. So I in the default namespace I deploy one pod. That pod will give you that pod is for Datadog agent, correct. For Datadog agent I created different pod or different deployment or service. So what it will do, it will start monitoring three things, okay. So what it will monitoring, it will monitoring infra means how many pods are running, how many nodes are there, what is the status of password, all those things. And process monitoring also you can enable it. So it will go and check the details of all the infrastructure monitoring of pods and nodes, okay. Now if you want to monitor inside the application what is happening, then we enabled APM, correct. That is what we have seen in my previous class. Now what is RUM? So RUM is nothing but, see, whatever happening inside the inside your applications, whatever it is happening, easily you can track by using APM, okay. But even though some peoples will say that the users will revert and tell that no, my your service your application is too slow, I'm not able to access, something like that. So you need one more mechanism called RUM. So what RUM will do here, for RUM what we will do now, so inside the service, whatever service you want to monitor, so inside that service pod we will enable the RUM monitoring. Say for example I want to monitor, this is what my front end pod. So first whenever user is coming, user will come and hit to this pod, okay. So here what I will do, I will enable my one small snippet, RUM snippet, which is provided by Datadog, that I will be enabled here. So that what happen, so whenever user is coming and speak with the service or interacting with the service, this real user monitoring will start monitor the behavior of the user as well as the service. So when user came and how my service, that particular service is interacting with that user, how long it took to what is the latency, how quickly that service is respond. So all these informations will be collected by RUM, so that easily you can come to know where is the exact issue, whether it is for that particular user or whether we have the complete application or every user's my application is reacting like that, okay. So that is why we are going to enable real user monitoring, okay. If you see in Dynatrace we are having this is what the you project we are using, correct, Dynatrace. So here these many services are there. If you see, this is what this Dynatrace infrastructure architecture diagram. If you see, we have these many services, all are microservices, correct. All these services joined together, we are creating application called Easy Trade. This is how the setup will be look like in your company, inside your office IT structure. All these applications are created like microservices. So wherever you are seeing slash account slash broker or slash, so wherever you are seeing this is these services are interacting directly with the user. And wherever you seeing hyphen, these services are not interacting with the user, these services internal communication, these services are working. So we have two types of services, for internal communication and external communication. So wherever you are seeing slash here, so these services are speaking with the outside user, okay. So you can enable real user monitoring on any one of these services, no problem. So I'm going to enable on front end. Why? Because whenever user is coming, directly he will come and he is going to hit to the front end service, okay. So most of the peoples will come here only. some people, those who are already familiar with the application, they can directly go here. Okay, so I'm going to enable my real user monitoring on front end service. So what happened, I have to add one snippet which is provided by Datadog agent. So Datadog. So that snippet I have to add it into this front end HTML file will be there, correct? So for each and every microservices, there will be HTML pages. So there I have to go and I have to add that snippet, so that what I can do, whenever user is come and speak with the or interact with this particular service, so my real user monitoring will start monitoring each and every action of the user, as well as each and every action of that particular service, how it is behaving with the user. So this is what we are going to see today. We'll go to lab session. Okay, I jump into cluster. If you see kubectl get pods -n easy trade. So this is what my namespace. Inside this namespace only I deployed all my pods. Okay, so here some pods are directly speak with outside the user, some pod will not. Okay, so that is what we are calling internal communication and outside communication. If you want to communicate anything from outside, then you have to create a service. Okay, so for that we need svc. Okay, so here we have svc also. So instead of get pods, if I sell svc, so here we have the service. So in that services, this is what the load balancer. Okay, it will act as a ingress controller. That is, we don't want to go in deep into the Kubernetes topics. Okay, if you want, I'll upload my Kubernetes videos on this YouTube channel. You just go through and learn it. Okay, I'm going to upload one by one. Okay, so this is what my load balancer IP. By using this DNS name, I'm trying to access it. We'll see. Let me access this in here. So this is what the one. If I go and access, so this is what my application I'm able to access, as you know, correct? So now I want to enable real user monitoring in this page. What is this page? This page is coming from which service? This page is coming from front end service. If you see here, this is what the front end service. So how I am telling you this page is coming from front end service, because I know about this project. If you don't know, you have to go and check with the application team. You have to ask their details and you have to take them on call. You have to tell them that, okay boss, tell me where is your application, where you want to exactly enable it. Then they will say that, okay, this is what my application, in this place only all the users will arrive. I want to monitor the users, those who are arriving into this particular page. Okay, real user monitoring I want to enable. So where we need to enable, if you go and right click and go to page source, no, so here in between these two header point, I have to add my snippet which is giving by my RUM, real user monitoring. Okay, Datadog. So let me go to the Datadog page. So this is what Datadog. So I'm click here, real user monitoring. So if you click there, then you have to go and create your new application. Click on the application. Here it is showing the which your application belongs to which language. Okay, currently it is supporting Java, JavaScript, React, Android, all these ones. So you have to go and ask your application team that their application developed by which language. Okay, don't hesitate to ask this question, because this is not observability team responsibility. This is application team responsibility, that they have to provide all this detail. Okay, okay, you can give application name whatever you want. Okay, I just give easy trade hyphen rum, something like that. Okay, so I'll create application. Okay, when you create application, here you have different types of instrumentation type. Instrumentation is now something you are injecting, something the code which is provided by Datadog, that code you are injecting with the your actual application code. Okay, so here I'm going with the client side only. So next I'm selecting cd and sync, I'm going to select. So if you have to copy, so this is what the code snippet, correct? This snippet I'm going to attach, or I'm going to add into the html file which is monitoring here, correct? So this html file I have to go and I have to attach it in this. Okay, so I know that this data, whatever this html file available for front end service. Okay, now directly you cannot go and you can attach it, correct? First what you need to do, you have to go to the source file where you have to create an image, because currently it is taking from the image. Okay, if you want, to create this front end directly, it cannot create it in Kubernetes, correct? For each and every services you need image. Okay, so kubectl -n easy trade. Okay, describe pod, then you have to give this pod. So if you open this here, all the details will come regarding that pod. If you see here, this is what the image which is coming from this particular repository. Okay, so this is what the image front end, this is what the tagging. Okay, so this image I'm going to replace it, so I have to create my own image with this snippet, code snippet, which is providing by Datadog. We have to add that code snippet and we have to use that image. Now I cannot use this image, correct? So what I need to do, I have to create my own image. If you want to create your own image, then you have to go to the source. Okay, already they have given here. So this source will be available in data application team, or else simply you copy the snippet and give it to application team and ask them to update on their source code. Then they will update and they will create and give you the image. Even though if they create image and they will directly create the image and they will update the Kubernetes also. Okay, but I'm sharing here end to end. Okay, what is your job as observability engineer? You have to ask them which application, everything details you have to collect it, create a snippet code, and you have to share with them. Then this part will be taken care by application team. I'll show you what application team will do. So they will go to their source code. So here they are maintaining each and every folder for different services. So here they have front end and ls. So this is what the code, source code, correct? Okay, so you have to add that snippet in. They have to add that snippet in between these two header. So let me add it here. So so I'll add like some notes I'm adding here. Okay, for any, if anyone comes future developer, then they should know this code. This code belongs to Datadog RUM monitoring. Okay, something like that. That's it. I have added. Now I'm going to add my snippet, which I'm taking from here. Okay. When you are adding snippet, these are the important things, that service name and environment name and version. This is, you have to update this, and mainly the site name. So if you, when you are logging your when you are logging Datadog credentials, correct, or when you are creating account, during that time it will ask on which region you want to use it. So I selected US5 region. So when you create your Datadog agent, no, so Datadog account, during that time you should know that in which region you are creating. Most of the time it will be take you us5.datadoghq.com only. Okay, I copy this. Just I have to share this to application team. So what application team will do, they will come here and they will paste it here. After that, and this information also you have to give, you have to update this information and you have to give it to them. Okay, so service name you can give whatever service, easy trade, and what in environment, so mine is dev environment, and what is the version, so this is what my version. Okay, so here version is 1.0 something we could say. Okay, so all these three things I have updated. Now I'll save it. Okay, I saved. I have to create an image from this source code. How can we create? So if you see each and every folder, we have Docker file. So they have given ready made. Even though this is not your job, it will be taken care by application team. Okay. So what they will do? So Docker build dot hyphen t. So dot means I'm telling my Docker, please go and check in this place, in this particular place. If you have Docker file, based on the Docker file, you read it, you create an image. That is what I'm telling. Now I have to give what is the image name. So dev pipeline, because why I'm giving dev pipeline, because if you go and see my Docker hub, I have account in Docker hub. My Docker hub is dev pipeline. Okay, so if I go there, my Docker hub, let me open my Docker hub. So here I have. Okay, so if you go there, um, repositories. Okay, this is what my repo. So here I have Docker hub. What is my username here? Dev pipeline is my username. So that is what it is asking. So you have to give the username. So dev pipeline, okay, pipeline line, okay. Then inside that which repo you want to inside that which repo you want to share it. See here, I want to share the repo name is easy trade. Okay, this is what my repository. Now I'll go on. I'll tell them that easy trade. So this is what my repo. Inside that, just you create a tag called rum. Okay, so I'm going to build a new image, build. I'm going to build a new image from this Docker file and -t, and when it is building, it will go and read all this content. So while reading all this content, based on this content only, it will create image. So I have updated my snippet here. So it will go. It's going to create my new image with this name with this updated code. Okay, let me check. See here, it is trying to build. Okay, if you find any issues while building, so you have to create your jump host, correct? That jump host should be increase the RAM or storage so that you will not get if build is failed or something. Okay, due to memory crunch or storage crunch also, it may not build properly. Anyway, you will get failed message here. Your build is failed. There is no resource or something like that. I'm using here 8 GB memory and I think 10 GB I have, I think, storage. We'll see. I'll pause this until it's finished. Okay, it's done. It's built. Okay, it's build image. So now I just say Docker images, then whatever image I created, correct? Dev pipeline, easy trade and run. So this it is created 99 seconds ago. This total size is 14.3 MB. So now I have to push this image to my repository. Why? Because your Kubernetes, whenever your deployments is trying to create, no, during that time it will try to fetch the directly from the repository only. It will try to fetch the image from the repository. Now what I'll do, git push. Sorry, not git push. Docker push. So I have to use this. So the moment this image I want to push into Docker, when I'm trying to push, it will ask. Okay, I have to give the run because tag also very much important here. The moment I'm trying to push, it is telling that do not exist dev pipeline easy trade rum. 1 minute. Okay, instead of rum, I have mentioned run. Okay, no problem. I'll go with run only. Okay, now I'm trying to push. It is telling that access denied. For that, what you need to do, you have to log in Docker. Docker login first. So if you log in, it is asking username. So dev pipeline one. I think this is what my username. Password. Let me give. Okay, that is not my login name. Let me give the login name. Dev pipeline. That's it. Okay, login succeeded. Okay, I have logged into Git. Why? Because to download any image, if you are using public image, then you easily it can download from whatever repository. Why? Because it has the read access, correct? Public repository. If you have to pull the image, no problem. But if you want to push, then you have to give the credential. You have to log in it. Now I'll run this command push pipeline push this image. So this is going to it is push this it is pushing this image to my repository. So what I did so far, I created a snippet and I updated that snippet into the source code, not on the image. Okay, on the source code. Now only after that I create one image, then this image I'm pushing into my repository. If you see here, easy trade repository, this is what the repository I used. Okay, if you see run, actually rum, this is rum, but it is coming as run. Okay, we'll go with this. So run. So one less than a minute. This is what the pushed timing, less than a 1 minute. This is this one pushed. Now this one, this image is available here. If you select this, so this image is available in my repository. If you want to download this image, then you can go on, you can give this image reference there. Okay, if you want to download, you can go on, you can give this reference. Okay, now I'll go there, and if you see here, if you want to pull, then you have to use this like that. Even though if you want to pull this image, you have to run this command, pull dev pipeline slash easy trade colon run. Okay, now I'll search where is my cd double dot. I'll search inside the this one, cd space double dot not source easy trade folder. Inside the easy trade folder we have the manifest, correct? So source file we have inside the src, but here we have the manifest, cd kubernetes manifest. Go there and cd release. Okay, inside that only I have all the YAML files. Okay, all the YAML files. By using this YAML file only, it will create. Where is my front end YAML file? This is what the front end YAML file. I have to go and I have to update the image because it will take the old image, correct? Now it become an old image. Why? Because I have my own image. Now I'm going to use my own image. I'll remove everything and I'll update that. I'll update my image. So dev pipeline slash easy trade. So this is what my this one run. Okay, easy trade. So this one is my username and easy trade is my repository and run is my tagging. So I have updated, I have saved. Okay, after save, if you see kubectl get pods, then I have the pod, still it is running. Okay, okay, gets pod -n easy trade because I deployed on easy trade namespace. Okay, kubectl get pods -n easy trade trade. Okay, so I have deployed my pods here. This pod running from 63 minutes. Okay, so now I have to restart this pod. How can I restart? I by using deployment. Okay, we have to restart the deployment. Kubectl, you can give a namespace front or back, no problem, easy trade. Okay, rollout restart deployment. Why? Because this is the part, these parts are creating from deployments. So if you want, let me show deployments also. Get deployments. If you type deployment, so this is the deployment. So by using this deployment only, it is possible to enable the replica set. I don't want more into Kubernetes as of now. So this is what my deployment. I have to restart this deployment. kubectl rollout restart deployment, deploy deployment or deployments, whatever you can give, you can give, no problem. Then you have to give the deployment name. Wait a minute. Kubectl easy trade rollout restart deploy. Deployment name is front end easy trade. Everything is looks good. Okay. Deployments, I missed the n. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Okay, you can use deploy or you can use deployment or you can use deployments also. Okay, so now it got restarted. Now I'll go and check the pods. Okay, so if you see kubectl get pods, then you can see here this is the front end, correct? So for this front end, 20 seconds ago it got restarted. So only this front end I restarted. The other rest of the service will be working. Now I'll go and describe this. Okay, I'll go and describe this pod. So we'll check which image it has taken. It should taken my image, correct? So kubectl describe pod space, then you have to give this. So if you give, then you come to know which image it has taken. If you see this, it is taking the old image only, still it is not taking my new image. So what I will do, I will delete and recreate my deployment. Okay, so this is what my deployment, correct? So I'll do one thing, I'll go and delete deploy and recreate. Okay, it is deleted. Now I'll go and recreate it. So where is that? This is the one, correct? Kubectl -n easy trade apply -f or create also we can give, no issues. So the moment when you are creating, this will create a front-end deployment here. Okay, related to one service also there. Okay, that service also will be recreated whenever you are running this one. So now if I go and check the Kubernetes pod again, it should be, it is restarted. Okay, now I'll go and describe this pod. Which image it is, see which image it is taking. See here, it has taken Docker dev pipeline easytrade.com. This is what it has taken. My image it is taken, no problem. Now what I'll do, I'll go and refresh my application. I check uh, whether my this one is updated or not. Okay, this is what my URL, correct? So my application is running fine. Okay, right click, go to the view page source. If you see, it is not yet updated. Okay, sometime what happen, it will be stored in the cache. So now the moment when I refresh, all this my data will be showing here, whatever I added. Okay, see here, everything it is showing. Now I'll go to my easy trade application. I'll see, sorry, easy trade, this one rum. Okay, Datadog portal. I'll check whether it is captured or not. Okay, for that what you need to do, you have to do some login, and you have to do some interaction, because whenever users are logging here, no, during that time only it will capture, correct? So I log in as a this user, and I'm doing some transactions here. So I'll go there. Uh, okay, so I'm going to create new credit card, something like that. I'm doing something. Some After that I'll log out. Then I'll log in with other user. Something I'm doing. So when it is doing, so all these things I have to mention that I have done. So it will capture here. So all this information it will start capturing, and it will update here. Yes, your this one is done. Let me go and do again in this application. I'll go and I'll log out. Now I'll come with some other user logging in. Login is then deposit. For this user, I'll do some deposit, withdrawal, credit card. Also, I'm updating here. I'm doing home. Okay, I'll come back. I'll log in with another user. Then I'll go. I'll deposit. Okay. Okay. So now I'll check whether it has started monitoring or not. See, it has started monitoring. Okay, so now I'll go to real user monitoring. I'll check whether I'm able to see or not. See, home page 6 views came. Okay, slash login 4 times we logged in the deposit page 3 times these users logged in, and in the withdrawal 2 users, and credit card 2 users. So each and every your click has been captured here. Okay, and if you want you can go there and you can go to the summary. Here also you can go. So if you go to the summary, the same page it will come. Okay, here you could see all the informations. Okay, so what is the time, how much time it was taken, everything you could see here. And here you could see what is the errors. Actually here they have created some bugs are there in the this one. So it is showing that credit card order service, some error it is showing. Okay, and if you want more about this explorer, all active versions or explore all resources, then if you click here, then you will get more informations. Okay, so if you want, you can see each and every page how much time it was taken and what is the status code. Okay, some code we are getting 404 error we are getting. Okay, so based on this you can filter and you can troubleshoot it. Okay, mainly here you have the session replay also you have. So what you can do here, you can capture your sessions also. Okay, so by default we have not enabled. If you want, you can capture the sessions, everything. So out of 100, each and every 20 this one sessions if you want to capture, you can do the session capture as well. And you have the error tracking. Okay, if anything goes wrong during the user interaction, then it will capture here. And based on the environment, you can come here and you can save it based on your application. So lot of things are here. You can come and you can see. Okay. So if you want to create any dashboard for this, just click on dashboard. If you want to see, so real user monitoring dashboard will be created. See here, RUM. For RUM, here are separate dashboard. Okay, for signal mobile. So for each and everything there will be dashboard, ready-made dashboards are available. If you want, you can use these dashboards also. So if you want mobile performance, we don't have anything user. Okay, so here do we have anything called resources? Okay, if you want, you can open this dashboard. This dashboard provided by them only. Who? Datadog. If you want, you can clone this dashboard and you can utilize whatever you want. See here, it is showing all the informations. Okay, so this is related to resources, which resource is utilizing what. Okay, so like that you can utilize this dashboard. See here, it is giving all the information. So made in duration 49.16% it is taking. Okay, and if you see here, they have given some information also. What is the duration? Every the nodes also they have given, and like that you can monitor many things by using this real user monitor. So whenever users are hit your application, so what is happening, what is going, everything you can monitor. And optimize virtuals, let me go there and check here. Okay, it is taking optimization. For example, homepage login deposit credit. So these many hits happened, correct? Just now we did. So how many count? Six count. What is the if you click here, so it will give you all the information. Loading time. So for this average or on average, it's taken 2.12 loading time it was taking. In interaction to next point. So this is what I told. How quickly my service is reacting to the user. That is what it will capture. Okay, so like that. And if you have many applications, then you can use that tag. For example, same, you are enabled the rum for environment, production environment, dev environment. Then you can, based on the first you can filter with the environment, and if you want you can filter with, see we have only one in dev environment, correct? And if you want you can filter only to the service. So as of now we created only one RUM, correct, rum, for easy trade. That is what the service name we given in the snippet code. And if you want you can select from a version also. We have given 1.0, correct? And if you want you can select the country also. See, it captured whenever I hit from here, it is telling that you are hitting from environment. And you can based on the browser also you can select here. So from which type of browser, what is happening, everything you can come to know. Why? Because sometime your application will work on Edge browser, sometime it will not work on Chrome browser, something like that, correct? So during the time easily you can come to know it is browser compatibility or what. Okay, so this is what RAM. By using this, you could track each and every action of the user. Okay, I hope you enjoy this session. Thank you so much.